Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Mike Soul, and I'm gonna be running Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Said it a little too fast. Let me fix it so I can see the chat. I think someone's gonna come in and read off some donations, so we're gonna wait for them. While we wait for him, let's see who won the bid war so I know which audio I am doing this time around. And Japanese won. Nice. Okay, so I don't have to change anything. I thought they just asked if Toko asked to read donations. Okay, whatever. I guess not. You can start the timer as soon as I count down, as soon as I hit yes.
I could read donations right now if you'd like.
Alright, well, someone said they were going to, so go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. I see a $2 donation from Retroid with no comment. Thank you very much for that. I see a $5 anonymous donation and a $1 anonymous donation. So thanks all for the donations for St. Jude's. Yeah, take it away, Mick.
Alright, that's good. So I'm gonna do the countdown. You'll start the timer at go, and for the next 4 hours you're gonna be dealing with me. So good luck with everybody else. 3, 2, 1, go. So as I said before, this is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. This is the second game out of the 4 series, I think, not counting Generations. And this game focuses around the beginning of Shippuden to Pain. And we're going to go pretty much through the entire story. This game is part fighter, part action, and kind of part RPG, but mostly fighting. You're gonna see a bunch of like prompt commands for like really cool action scenes and boss fights. You're gonna see all kinds of interesting stuff. There's not really any glitches in this game except for one camera glitch, which has no effect other than it's gonna glitch and there's nothing I can do about it. Most of the game is going to be run with Naruto. Not really much I can do about that. The game mandatory. If anything, I wish I could choose where to play, but that's not gonna happen. So for the start, we're just gonna talk to them, which is gonna trigger the first mission. There are cutscenes I can skip, and then there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes I just can't skip. As these right here, these are not skippable cutscenes, so I just have to spam and get past the text boxes. Yeah, this game has a lot of walking in it. I'd say 50% of the game is just going to be me running around to certain areas. Which, interesting fact, I don't look at the characters anymore. I look up that little mini map, and that's how I know where I am and how well I'm moving. You get better movement tech if you just look at that. A Naruto walking simulator. Pretty much. Alright, so here's the first fight. They're going to try to explain some of the mechanics. Just a simple beat 'em up real quick. Now I'm going to explain the early game fights. Most of it is just going to be me doing one combo like this, and then immediately going into a super. Ooh, she dodged it. That's rare. Normally she doesn't jump, but if she does, it's not a big deal. Supers do a decent amount of damage in this game, and for Naruto, it's really easy to hit. Also, there are items on the side, as you can see. each one representing a different thing. So for right now, there's ramen, which will give me back chakra, which I could use for later, like special or moving. There's actually some parts of the run where I'm going to have to use the ramen, and it's kind of necessary for me. And that should be the end of this fight. Could have been cleaner. There will be some times where we're going to play as other characters, like you will get to play as Sakura for a little bit. It's okay, it's not the worst. You'll play as Guy and such, but we'll get to there when we get there. So right now they're just talking and explaining, hey, welcome back, this is how you fight. We're gonna get our first healing item, the ointment and paper bomb. The ointment's not really gonna matter much unless I just unfortunately get a lot of bad luck, but what does matter is that paper bomb. The paper bomb will literally carry us through a lot of this game. It is a very broken item. Alright, so we're gonna be able to do this. They're gonna make us equip the paper bomb. Alright, so here's the first boss fight, Kakashi. This is also one of the first time you're gonna see the button input command. So you guys buckle up. That's gonna be really cool cutscenes and stuff. Alright, so for some of these fights like this one, it's actually best to do a full charge Rasengan, because one, he'll let me have it, and two, it does a ridiculous amount of damage for a short period of time. So I'm going to be spamming this for a bit. And I missed because I was too soon. So I'm going to have to go into a combo since I missed, which is not that bad. It still could be better, but I'll take it. Okay, so now we're going into the second phase, which we're going to have button input commands. It's explaining the button input commands. We're going to wait to the very end because we don't want to get the secret factor because it's an extra cutscene. We're going to skip this one because no command that does not have a meter is not, it does not count for anything. Alright, now we're going in the second phase. So in second phase, Kakashi will be standing on that rock, and what they want you to do is they want you to use Sakura to knock him down, but instead we're going to use paper bombs, skipping the whole animation and everything, and waiting for the charge up. So we're going to run up, throw the paper bomb, get ready to a dash, immediately dash, go into a combo. We're not going to use any Rasengan here because it is slower and he takes reduced damage from it. So we're just going to keep doing this. He goes right back up there, throw another paper bomb. Go right back to immediate dash. Didn't hit him one time, so we'll dash again. Boom combo. One more dash. He's gonna charge up that. We're gonna cancel it. Go right back into another combo. Back into the ending commands. This is the ending prompt command. Y, and B. We're gonna immediately start spamming, because it's fine to get the full stacks on this one. Do the first one of this command, because it makes it a little faster, but not much. And then... mash. And that will be the end of the Kakashi fight. Normally, if you were doing splits, you would want to split once you see the results, or when the screen fades to black. But that's kind of an idea of how boss fights work in this game. They have cool animations, they look really cool, and, you know, so on. Cool animations and such. So, for those who want to play this game, it is on PC, Switch, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. And on most of the newer consoles, it's in the, I think, the Trilogy Pack, if I remember correctly. And there is a big difference between PC and the newer, I guess the new generation versus the older one. Especially for the PC, this game runs at 60 FPS, while the original game was designed under 30 FPS. And there's a big issue with the 60 FPS because it fucked with substitution. So now, in the original 30 FPS, you could literally substitute every attack you want. Now in the 60 FPS, it's a big problem because it's almost impossible to hit substitution. Which, later on in the fight, like later on in the game, there'll be 2 fights that I consider the hardest fights in the game because the whole concept of those fights was to practice substitution, and we're not going to be able to use it at all, or almost barely at all. So once we get to those points, I will explain why they're the most difficult fights. Alright, now we're going to start, it's going to explain the side mission stuff. We'll do 2 missions, and then move on immediately back to the story, because this is all part of the story explaining stuff. So for the first one, it's going to introduce the doll system, which is kind of a side objective, and also an objective to unlock the secret story, Sasuke versus the 8 Tails. I can't think of his name at the moment. B. Killer B. We're gonna just do this one and probably never touch it again because it's just not necessary for the story. So we're gonna run all the way back here, and then we're gonna talk to the guy in front of the flower shop, which then will continue on the quest. He's gonna explain that there's some shady ninja running around causing mischief. I'm not sure who it was. I was gonna donate for the. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna donate for the Japanese, but someone else did it for me. Feels good, man. Now I can find someone else to donate for. So now we're gonna run up here, and in this next scene over, we will be where we need to be. There's gonna be a cutscene, and the doll is of Naruto. So we're going to be fighting Naruto versus Naruto. This is explaining the team-up system, where if you have someone with you, you can team up and choose who goes what. Obviously, we're going to stick with Naruto because Sakura is not that good. So, dash, forward combo. Wait a second, and then ultimate. Hit him right when he gets up. Go back to charging. Dash, forward combo. Charge, ultimate. Walk up, and paper bomb. Oh, paper bomb. I was off by 1 hit. That's fine. So now that we've beaten the doll, it's going to turn into its little doll form or whatever. We're going to collect it, and we're going to meet the doll collector, I think his name is. I don't remember. But he'll explain that there's a bunch of his dolls that got out and are causing mischief, and you need to go find them. Pretty much what it means. And once you collect them all, I think you unlock the final story. don't remember. It's been a while since I've done the, not final, but the secret story. Now we're going to jump over these guys because they're in the way. So this is, like, inside the Leaf Village is the only time you'll probably see me jumping in the overworld, because they can get in my way and slow me down. So we're going to talk to him, turn in the quest, and now Sakura's going to ask if we want to go back to Tsunade. We're going to hit yes to immediately teleport in front of her. These are the only 2 quests that we're going to get a teleport, so we better use them while we can. Okay, so the next text we're going to next quest we're going to talk to Shizune, and we're going to get our trading license. That means we can now buy from shops. So for this quest, we need to go to the 3 shops that are labeled on the list, and pretty much say, hey, we have this now, and we can buy stuff. We're not going to buy anything. There is something you can buy for, like, newer players, is a certain food that you get that increases your damage a little bit. It doesn't really save you that much time, only in, like, a few fights. You actually can save more time just not using them. So here's the first one right here. This is the one where you can, as I jump in front of it, this is the one where you can buy that food buff. Normally you would get around 64 for the entire run if you want to use it for every single one. Here's another, the other one's behind this alleyway. This will be the shop where you buy the trading cards, which can be used on online profiles and some other stuff. It's kind of just like a profile deal. And now we're off to the 3rd store. Run through the alleyway. Just, hello. That was unfortunate. This way. And this is like where, this is the model shop where you get models of the characters, secret of your ultimates and such. Just like video related stuff, nothing beneficial to the game. And now we run back this way, and then run back to the Hokage, Hokage Mansion, which then we'll get a cutscene and immediately teleport back afterwards. I have a habit of holding up during those 2 and sometimes not getting the teleport because I hit no. But luckily I didn't get it that time. So it feels good. Alright. Next up is pretty much the ramen cutscene where we're just gonna walk back. We're gonna meet up with Shikamaru, have a little cutscene with Shikamaru and Tamari, and then go to the ramen. After that will be one of the more technical fights in the game, which will be Deidara versus Gaara. So an issue with that, with this fight, and I'm going to say it beforehand because I might have to focus for it if I want to do the quick rotation correctly. The problem with Gaara in this game, and it's mostly Gaara's problem, is I think his entire moveset was made for the 30 FPS. So when they moved it over to 60 FPS, he just has a lot of time where he's just standing there in mid-combo, which just gives the enemy a chance to do something. And you'll kind of see why that's an issue once we get into the fight. Pretty much what's going to happen is Deidara is just going to get out of it. So what I'm going to do is pretty much extremely difficult. Well, it's not that difficult as long as you know what you're doing, but it's still pretty rough. You can still mess it up pretty easily. Alright. Let that cutscene run a little long, my bad. Alright, so I'm going to focus here and see if I can get this, and then I'll explain it afterwards if I get it, or if I don't. One, two, three. I messed up. Okay, that's fine. I won't get the extremely fast cycle. So what happened there? Like, what's happened is I'm supposed to spam those the same moves twice. I want him to be right here when I knock him down. Good. That's exactly where I wanted him. So now I'm gonna stand here to this side. I went the opposite direction, but that's fine. Going into the next phase. So the way that this works, that was like probably the third fastest. It's not the worst, but it's not this. What I'm doing there is when I knock him down and get him into a stun, I need to stand right behind him, just barely. That way I can hit him with the full attack, but just enough to where he's sliding on the wall. So that way I can catch back up to him with a chakra dash and get another combo in. And you want to do that, then spam kunai to pretty much get the bonus damage. Then the second phase will happen, and you want to stand as close to a wall as possible, facing him, making sure he will directly fly right to you next to a wall. And then when that happens, then knock him down, get kind of behind him, and then repeat the process. And if you do it correctly, you'll immediately kill him there. You'll move right into this phase. This is just kind of a gun down section. So sadly I didn't get the perfect one, but I did get a decent one. And the reason that this fight's kind of rough is because Gaara barely does any damage unless you hit him with the finisher part of it. And it's really hard to hit Deidara with the finisher because, like I said, at 60 FPS, he just kind of stops attacking. It's pretty bad. This fight was pretty good. I'd accept this one, even in a run. It's pretty decent. So now, another thing I can explain, which this fight does very well, is the button commands only matter when I slow down, so I don't get the secret factor. They only matter when the star is up. So now that it's gone, I can immediately just start spamming as fast as I can. So the next command is going to be a YB, and I'm already hitting it. Hit him right now. So it doesn't really matter how fast I do this or not anymore. Spam as fast as I can. Next will be a Y command. Then immediately spam the X button. There. Nice. And that's the whole Deidara fight. So yeah, like that fight is really tough for beginners because it's really hard to try to get that second combo in. And if you don't get it in, he just kind of has two options where he'll either just come right at you like he did before, or he will just mess around and fly around the map and just kind of waste time. Funny enough, if you do the combo correctly, he will guaranteedly run at you again, because for some reason, at some point of the health percent, he just immediately stays the same pattern. So he's either going to do two things once you do it. He's either going to fly back or fly back then fly at you, or fly down then fly back at you. How much am I believing? I'm believing it, man. I'm believing it. Another interesting thing is if you ever have a hard time figuring out where to go, the minimap shows arrows on where you need to go. So you don't really get lost that easily in this game. There's also, if you pause the game, you can pull up the objectives list to see what you need to do too. So it's one of these games where, you know, it's not that hard to, it's not that, it's really, no, take the back. It's hard to get lost. Alright, so next we're going to talk to Tsunade. They're going to tell us that Gaara has been kidnapped, and we need to go help. So now we're off to the Sand Village. We're going to meet up with Tamari, have a cutscene, and then continue on. Believing. Gotta believe it. So one of the cool factors of the Storm games, or at least like the first two, I think they stopped after 3, but you get to run around in the areas, so you get to so you see me run through the city, you see me running through these forests and all that. That's something that the first 2 games have for sure. Don't stop believing. So now we're just talking to Mari, we're telling her the situation about Gaara. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna follow you guys. And then right up ahead, we're gonna have another cutscene explaining Gaara's past and why Naruto sympathizes with him. So here's one of the first flashbacks. This is one of the cutscenes where you're in English and you just hear them say Gaara over and over and over again. Oh, so it isn't 3. So I wasn't sure about 3 since I didn't really play it that much. Alright, now we're back off to the Sand Village. There will be only probably one time I'm going to shop in this game, and that's just to buy the upgraded healing items. But you'll find, like, merchants and stuff throughout while you're running through the areas. And like I said, there'll be one that I always grab 10, like, big healing items, because that's about all I'm probably going to need, unless I really mess up. It's separate from the story? Okay, fair enough. If anyone has any questions, please do ask. I don't mind answering while doing runs. Alright, so now we're gonna have this. We're gonna talk to him, then run all the way to the Hokage mansion for the Sand Village, get a cutscene, and then leave. Why is Shaq Fu such a great game? Because it's not. So interesting fact in this game, and I don't know why there's a secret character in the game, and I don't know why he's in this game. It is a character called Lars. I'm not sure where he comes from. I know he comes from another fighting game. I looked it back up. Yeah, I looked it up a long time ago, but I can't remember. And he is the weakest character in the game because he's the only character in the game who does not have substitution. So it's kind of odd that a secret character in the game is actually quite weak. That is not Hercule. Which also does not show up in the other games either, so he's just kind of an odd character. Alright, so now we are playing as Team Guy. We will play as one of each of them. Oh damn, they have the hammer ready to ban me, guys. Sorry. I've made a mistake. I've made a great error. Please help. Please send back up. So, funny enough, Guy is like one of the few characters that's kind of interesting because he doesn't lose momentum when he jumps. Or actually, none of them really do, but his is weird because he does all these flips. And one of them kind of gives him an frame advance for some reason. There's no background of Shaq Fu in the paint. Feels bad. So now we're off to the Sandville, or no, actually we're off to the secret base. I like how one of them, especially in that area, there's like a thing where one of them will say, "Follow me, we need to go faster," and the other one will say, "Can we take a break?" And they just say it right at the same exact time, so it's really funny to me. Alright, here's the first cutscene. And in this cutscene, we will be fighting. We'll be fighting Kisame twice. Once with Neji, and then the other one with Guy. So now they're like, "We're gonna stop you, so you can't go any closer." And then Team Guy is gonna split up. Neji and Tenten, Rock Lee and Guy. Alright, so for this fight, it's pretty much like every other one. Forward combo, then the special. Normally. Sometimes it can go, I have to come up with some other stuff if it doesn't work. So forward combo, get substitution, use my assist, knock him out of it. Go back into it, forward combo. Then immediately charge up special, then hit him. Fully charged, run at him. Okay, forward combo. So, one thing that you'll probably notice throughout the run is that I try to get the enemies as close to the side as I can, and then immediately do a combo that brings them back to the center. The reason for that is, on the side is one of the best places to fight, and one of the worst places to fight. The reason for that is, once they're in a corner, it's harder for them to escape, but at the same time, and on the corner of the walls, you can actually just whiff punches completely. So it's good and bad. And that's why I use the combos that position me right back in the center, so that way I don't have to push myself, to change my direction of my character to keep the hits going on. There are other reasons later on, but for this fight, that's the only reason I'm doing it. And same for the same combo for this fight. This one can change up depending on how Kisame wants to play. So forward combo. Into ultimate. He blocks, so we're going to use Rock Lee just to make sure he doesn't do a combo. Block that. right back into a forward combo. Didn't make an entry since he didn't hit the full combo. But that's an example of why fighting on the wall can be dangerous, because some of your attacks will just straight up miss. I did it too soon, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So now that assist is gone, and it doesn't matter. And then paper bomb. So one of the reasons why like I said, I use those attacks that reposition us is it pretty much cancels any assist if an assist is going on. And for a fight later on down the line, I need that to happen. Because the further you go into it, the more they like to spam assist. And some of the assists are extremely difficult to like deal with. So that was kind of a meh guy. It could have been better, it could have been worse. Alright, so now they're gonna have their conversation, and it should switch back to Naruto and the gang. So now we're back with Naruto and Kakashi. Crickets. Feels good, man. So now we get Chio added to the party. She's not that bad of an assist. She kind of is only good to just add on extra damage on maybe a combo or something. But it will be useful for the time we actually use her. So I'm going to say right now that there are 3 characters that are considered the worst to deal with. First is Pain, second is Itachi, and third is Deidara. Each for their own unique reasons. And soon we're going to be doing the first Itachi fight, and I'll explain when we do it, why it's a pain. So we're just gonna see us walking around. The game was so... Itachi was so strong, he was messing with the frame rate of the stream. Sorry about that. He does that sometimes. Alright, so this is the first Itachi, and this is how we're going to deal with most Itachi fights since we get the right characters for these fights. So all you're going to see me do is just spam the forward combo, so that way we don't give him any chance to do anything. And for those who've played this game, you know why you don't give this guy any chance. He has a lot of dashes, he teleports, he does everything he can to waste as much time as possible. His tilt is, as we could say, very tilting. Nice, that wasn't too bad. He got out maybe once or twice, so that's not too bad. You can try for an ultimate there, but it's not. For Kakashi, it's probably not going to hit. So now they're gonna talk and explaining the history of the nine-tailed fox and the QBs. So every time you see Itachi, you'll just see me do those kind of combos and kind of make sure every time he gets up, I hit him immediately. It's the only way to deal with Itachi, I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, so now we're going ahead on our way to. There's one of the merchants, but I won't buy yet. Alright, so now we have to open up the seals, that way we can get into their secret lair. For this one, we're going to play as Neji opening up, grabbing the seals, and then a clone's going to be summoned, and we're going to have to fight the clone. So the first one is here. Hang on, guys, this camera angle might be a little odd, but that is because I am not looking at my characters. This can kind of make you sick if you're looking at the character. Alright, so now we're going to play as Tintin, which is my favorite character, but in this game, she is awful. I have to admit, she's bad in this game. For this one, we're just going to kind of spam ultimate over and over again. Her combo attacks are extremely weak and barely do anything. This is also the easiest ultimate to dodge. So this is kind of just luck if I hit them or not. That's gonna miss. Oh my god, I'm getting super unlucky here. Point blank, maybe? Nope, you're gonna dodge. Alright, we're gonna do this a separate way then. Different way. That, point blank, and just hit him in the ult. So, one thing I can explain in this game is priority of ultimates. So your ultimate is, there's special, which is his rotation, and there's ultimate. A ultimate has top priority over rotation, over special. So there will be times where you'll see an enemy in this game do a special, and I'll just use an ultimate, and it will just completely block it. Even though, in theory, in the way the ability works, it should block it. So for example, rotation should block my ultimate, but priority is completely messed up on it. Alright, fine, paper bomb. You're gonna do that. So that was a bad Tintin. I couldn't do anything about it. He kept dodging my ultimate. There's some other weird priorities, but you'll probably not see them in the game. For example, grabs are really weird. You can actually grab people out of their special. But the timing has to be absolutely perfect. So the first one here. And the second one here. Now we're going to play as Rock Lee versus Guy. Same combo as before. Forward combo into a special. Into a paper bomb at the end. And that's kind of how Rock Lee normally goes. Yeah, like the early game's kind of boring to watch, I guess, in a way, because it's just that same combo repeated for a while, but it's super effective and it works. And like later on, I think after 3, you get in Generations, which is before 3, I think, or not, I don't remember. They added something called chakra dashing, and to me it kind of kills the game, but it makes it so you can do a combo, chakra dash back, and deal with a lot of substitutions. In this game, it does not exist, so we have to work with what we get. And normally what happens is you can use an assist to get out of a combo, if you position yourself properly with the assist. Alright, so here's the Sasori fight. And we get to play as everyone's favorite character, Sakura. Press F1. Press 1 for respect. No respect. Alright. Forward dash, forward combo, assist for the extra damage. He blocked, unfortunate. This fight's not too good, but oh well. Get him away. Into the command. So in this actually is an interesting fight, because you can loop Sasori in the second phase, but it is slower to do that. So like if you're new to the game, it's probably not that hard to do the faster strat, but you can loop him. Okay, so for this is the 1,000 Puppets fight. So for the first one, we get a free on him. So we're gonna spam this. The A command spam for this does more damage than a full combo, and is a lot faster. So now what we're gonna do is full combo, then assist. Stop, dash, full combo. And then we're gonna give him a second to run back to the center. He's gonna summon the puppets again, and paper bomb. Immediately front back, press A, spam A again. So we don't have assist this time, so we're just gonna go for a regular full combo. Then run beside him, paper bomb. Alright, wait for him to get up, wait him back to the center. Wait for it, and paper bomb. Run back to him, press A. And this should be the end of the fight. Now we're on to the end command. But as you can see, paper bombs are extremely OP in this. Because I think normally casual players will have to wait for your assist up here, sorry I can't think of the name at the moment, and use that to push away the puppets. But you can just spam a paper bomb and blow them away immediately. Ah, I missed that. Okay. That was my fault. That's what happens when you lose a command. You lose some health and you have to do it again. You can't die during a command, so that is a thing in the game. And that will be the end of the Sasori fight. Sasori. That was a pretty decent one. Other than that command mess up, that was a really good fight. The early game, the phase 1 could have been better, but that second phase was really good. Okay, so this is Deidara, one of the Deidara fights, and pretty much the main reason he's the third pain in the game is if he gets away, he just starts spamming his clay bombs, and it's really hard to stay on him. So the trick for this one is to kind of just stay on him if you can. Same with Itachi, you just do not want to give him anything. Use the assist here. Oh, I thought it would block it, but did not happen. Oh, I want it. Alright, so stay. Running a lot more today because I'm letting you get free. That's my fault. Yeah, that could have been better. Skip a bunch of cutscenes. So now we have to report back to Lady Tsunade. So on our way back, we're gonna be running through here and through this way. We're gonna get a quest at Lady Tsunade. That's our next objective, is to get a quest. And this quest is going to have a practice match against Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. It's a pretty solid fight. It's not too difficult. All I need to do is you need to watch out for pretty much Hinata. No one, Shino is not that important until later on. He could be a problem, but the way we fight, the early game is not really that big of an issue for him. So we grab the quest. And then we're heading to the training field. Give me 1 sec while I take a sip of water. Alright. The frog got in my way. No. Don, you frog. Then there's a cutscene right here. Unskippable cutscene. How many of y'all in the chat are Hinata fans?
Oh, なんか知ってる匂いが近づいてくると思ったら、やっぱナルトだったか。よ。誰だ。
冗談ならばよした方がいい。なぜなら、それだけでも相手は傷つくからだ。なぜ。
いや。まあな。それ。おま。
Alright, so the one we need to watch out for is Hinata. Immediately start off with an ultimate. Charge, dash, Shino. That's fine, it's not a big deal. We're gonna go straight into another ultimate. Pop the ramen, get back to full energy. Watch it, guard for Hinata. Go right back into a full combo. Full dash. Rasengan. Ah, they went to a grab. That's very rare for him to do that. Ooh, interesting. I guess that's something I should explain. So there's kind of like a hyper mode. I can't remember the actual term for it, but in that hyper mode, you cannot hit him with a special. You cannot grab. Any repositions or any special attacks that have cutscenes do not trigger. So if it shows up in your run, it is actually a very bad thing to see. So you want to stop them by any means possible if they try to do that. Awakening. All right, thank you. I couldn't remember the term the game actually uses. Also, when you're fighting someone who's an awakened, when they hit you, it causes some kind of status effect with the camera and the way it looks, and it makes it extremely harder to do substitution. Which the game already is hard enough, so trying to do substitution with that is almost impossible too. And here's the Sai, where we fight Sai. In this game, your health carries on. There are certain points where you'll get your full health back. This is one of the times where it's going to have to carry over. And we're going to have to fight Sai with how much damage health we had from before, the last fight. Which is not a hard fight. Same thing. I'm going to keep hitting him as soon as he gets up with ultimate. So, the Shikamaru assist is not really that useful. Shoji, on the other hand, can be somewhat useful. This is probably gonna... Nope, it's got him. So you can actually get both the damage from Shoji and that Rasengan in the combo if you time it perfectly. I tried to go for it, but I was a little bit off on the timing. But it's not much of a difference. The only difference would have been that Paper Bomb would have immediately killed him.
Dom. Hi.
Nan.
さこれか。
おな。そし。山。
僕がヤマトだ。よろしく頼むよ。
かかしかし。
だから
さて、今
捕獲。
詳し。はい。そして。
なるほど。うち確か。
とお前。
了解。
さ。
Another flashback. So now we're on the hunt to find Sasuke.
Naruto.
In true Naruto fashion.
さて、各。
はい。
So under here we're gonna have a cutscene. We're gonna have to team up with Sai to beat Sakura and Yamato. Sai's assist is actually pretty good. So we're gonna go through here, and then we're gonna have a cutscene after this, if I remember right. Nope, next one. My bad. That was one area off. So now we're gonna have a cutscene. They're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna team up, and you're gonna have to fight. They're like, Naruto and Sai need to work together, so you guys are gonna have to beat us. Which we're happily glad to kick their butts. Block this. Forward combo. Ultimate. Pop the ramen, block, pop the dash. Just walk up to him this time. Since he missed, we're just gonna go straight for a free ultimate. Paper bomb. Paper bomb. No, that's not missed, but that's fine. This whole time we were fighting a wood clone. Go figure.
さえ
し縁あのそんな
なんだ
こ
俺は
サスケ君をさ
そうなる
さ
Alright, so now we're gonna go to the bridge. There's a cutscene. They're gonna be talking about what the plan is for the mission.
それじゃ
And more backstory.
な嫌いそれ一こう
さ
一つ
何
なぜか
なるあなたえ
僕そそ
さヤマトだ
あさ
さ
なんです
私でもナルトサスケあんた
さ
何やあ
So, now we're gonna run up here. We're gonna have another cutscene right up ahead, which then they're gonna plan for the bridge and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. So next up is Orochimaru, and also hi Bone. Bone here is one of the other runners who have
よし
we've been kind of fighting over world record. But yeah, so we're gonna fight Orochimaru. This fight is pretty simple. It's like the same with Kakashi phase 1, just spam giant Rasengan, and then second phase is just spamming buttons. That was not bad. I was looking at the chat.
少し遊んであげるわ。サスケを返しやがれ。サスケ君と
I should have let that go a little sooner. That was my fault. Alright, whatever. Blocked. Okay. Got to do a combo here. Ah, this is the one attack you don't want because it just takes forever for him to get out of. Alright, second phase. Not a very good first phase, but whatever. It's not a big deal.
遊びは終わりよ。これでどう？その程度私のサスケくん以下ね。俺の前で自分のものみてえにサスケの名を口にすんじゃねえ。
You have not missed the Sasuke action yet. So now we're in second phase where we're at Nine-Tail Fox. It's kind of a mini game. The way that this is going to work is you'll get a special, and it consumes your entire chakra bar, which does like a consistent blast of beam. We're gonna ignore that. It is slower to use the beam. It is actually faster to mash your little special, your cannon. So you're gonna hear me just kind of spam this for the whole section. As long as I stay on target, we should be able to do this much faster. Ignore the fact that every snake is firing at you because it doesn't mean anything. Ugh. Oh, I am extremely unlucky right now. Okay, cool. We skipped the giant snake. So if you don't do it fast enough, there'll be a giant snake that spawns up. You have to kill that. But we were able to kill it before the snake shows up. Ah, I messed up. Ah, I hit it. I hit. My bad, I hit the wrong button. This is PC. And mash. And that is the Orochimaru fight. Not a very tough one. Now we're back on our search for Sasuke. But first, we're gonna have to deal with the Naruto Four Tails running around destroying things. After we cross the bridge on our horse, apparently. Law. Alright, so I don't like playing as Yamato. His playstyle's kind of blah. So he's also not really that good. So you're going to be seeing a lot of the Sakura supports here. Sakura support to take the hit for us. We're gonna keep doing this. There you go. Oh, got him. Get some hype up in here. Hype it up, boys. I'm not doing a good enough job. I need the chat to help me. There's one. Feels good, man. I got one. Hey, we got another one. Feels good, man. Well, Goopy's never gonna hype up the chat ever again. Feels bad. Yep, you know, he takes a full shot and he's just like, alright, we gotta talk it up a minute. So now we're in Orochimaru's lair. I wonder where to go. I wish there was a map that would tell me exactly where I need to go. Alright, we got the sci-fi. Let's try to make this clean if we can. I know, we're looking for Sasuke, but Sai keeps saying, hey, I'm Sasuke. You're not Sasuke. Silly Sai. Ow. I guess he did not like what I said. You know how it is. You gotta tease it first, and then you give them what they want. That's how you get all the views. Alright, and boys, next up is Sakura, your favorite character. Let's go. I want to know in the chat, should I try for a special? Should I try to hit the ultimate that never hits? Oh, he was just in range. That's unfortunate. We got one. Okay, we got people want to try it. Alright, let's go for it. Alright. Throw him down. Special. Ah, it never hits. Alright, let's try one more time. Just for everybody in the chat. And it was blocked. Ah, we missed again. Alright. I tried, guys. There's a reason why it's called the ultimate that never hits. Because it doesn't count until the very last second. It literally does not register until the last hit. I might have lost time for that, but you know, gotta do it for the meme. It's Sakura. Literally, the way that ultimate works is you run at him, and then at the very last second of the hit, it procs. So you can literally just be running at the enemy, and then they can just decide to block at the last second. I think I've only hit that once. It doesn't even save time. It doesn't even do that much damage. It's kind of a waste to use it, to be honest. But I wanted to show off how awful that ultimate is. If you ever hit it. If you can ever. Alright, boys. It's what you've all been waiting for. Your boy Sasuke's here.
お前を倒してでもくれ返る。お前は俺に傷一つつけることはできない。戻ってこいよ。
And we're just gonna do Rasengan spam.
ぬるいやつ。
Silly Sasuke, you can't run. Well, I didn't have enough chakra there. That was my fault. Good Sakura's assist. So, interesting fact, if you do the Rasengan spam on the second part, you can actually reach his health barrier before you're supposed to. It doesn't do anything, it's just a funny fact. Alright. So we're about to get the flashback in just a second. Hit him with the flashback Rasengan. Hit him with another flashback Rasengan. Hit him with another one. And now we've reached the health barrier, so now we can just sit here. And there's your Sasuke fight. Now on to one of the more difficult chapters in the game. Oh dear.
ごちそうさ
ああまおおいよさ
これから
ま
おっすおまあさごめんよへ
あ
んあれ
あそれ
よし
よ
体
まそれでんそのま
え
ずっとそのお前そうだやるかいいしゅさてその
私と
さす
え
私その
もお
Alright, now we're back to the train. We're off to the training field.
Oh?
I've put all our most of the viewers to sleep. That's why Nightbot's the most active. Feels bad, man. Alright, there's the Kakashi, another Kakashi fight. Lock it. This is where the AI starts to get a little bit more aggressive. Alright. Pop the ramen and run at him. Block this. It does need more construction vehicles, you're right. That's what I was missing all along. I knew this game missed something. Doesn't have a single one in the game. No wonder this game wasn't rated best game of the year. It all makes sense now. Ah, yes. Thank you, Hydration Bot.
でも
防御
敵陣
上手
なんか
My boy Hydration Bot making sure we're all hydrated for this marathon.
なんか
そ
Alright, now we get to play as Asuma and Shikamaru. Aren't you guys excited? I am, because Asuma is actually one of the better characters to play in this run. I'm excited to play Asuma, but I'm not looking forward to Shikamaru, because Shikamaru will be handicapped for almost all his fights except for the last one. He will not have ultimate, and without it, he's actually not that good of a character. But don't worry, we're going to have to fight two very abusive characters because of it. Woo!
よ
あれあす
おい
Alright, here's the first fight with Asuma.
No.
Can we get a perfect, boys? Let's try to get a perfect here. Did I hear perfect?
なるほど それ
I have no idea what the chat's going on about, but I like it. It is entertaining me
どうした
through all the button mashing.
今度
アスマ、
くれないか
どうした
いや
Obviously.
そう
な
I'll give you a little. There's a secret level to the ninja walking simulator. I'll show y'all later.
せ頼む
こん5台いや
わか
じゃ
アスマ、
な
Sonic 2 or Celeste? I would have to go with Sonic 2. We are getting a top secret mission, everybody. We must go fight the Akatsuki.
あすまた
With a good character like Asuma. Phil's good man. No, this is Ninja Walking Simulator Marathon. Does Naruto actually ever become Hokage? Yes, he does.
それ
Introducing Baruto, the next series, where it's his son. Where Naruto is the Hokage. I hear that Baruto's dad becomes Hokage. Oh. And here comes the memes. What have I done? I have made a mistake.
さて
Good. I mean, bad. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
What's a Hokage? It is like the leader of a village. This-
でさあ
which has been apparently Naruto's dream since he yells it every other episode.
おそはい
Alright, boys, we have to go get some ramen. Let's go. Alright, what's y'all's favorite ramen? Ah, we gotta talk to Korna first.
そうい
Oh man, are they gonna... Oh man, they interrupt our ramen time. Well, I guess we're not gonna get ramen. Sorry guys. They tricked me. I thought we were getting ramen.
戦闘開始
It was a bait all along. Oh no, no, soul healer. Soul healer is a very cheap and broken move. So the way soul hunt works is soul hunt is he literally almost has iframes in those, and if I go near him, I'll go right back into it. So I just have to wait till he finishes soul hunt, or hit him with a fire. No, that's fine. We got him. Off with his head. That is a reference if you've seen the show. And now he plays Shikamaru with an assist, but no ultimate. Oh, that's right. So this is a bad fight because his assist comes back extremely fast and it's hard to deal with. And with Hidan's kit, he's already annoying. I need to keep doing this reposition so that way I can skip out on his assist. I don't want to give him any chances to use it. Block. Okay, I canceled it. Good. I wasn't sure I canceled, so I just straight up blocked. Come on, blow up. No, he didn't blow up. Oh, I thought that was gonna hit. Alright, whatever. That's not a bad fight. So, like I said, the Shikamaru fights are really bad because they kind of handicapped you at the start, and they give you the two annoying characters to deal with. Even competitively, Kakuzu and Hidan are very annoying to deal with in this game. Oh, boys, we at 281. Thank you for the donation. So, if any of the people who are doing the donation want to come in and read the donation, you can.
了解
Alright, next up is Kakashi. It's just a simple it's a normal fight with him, so...
戦闘開始
Okay, so when you're ready for the donations, I can read them for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so we had a $1 donation that says, "It may not be Tuesday, but I think we should all use some," and Nintendo doesn't see it fit to include it, but it's all about nachos and tacos. So that's what that's going towards. And then also we got another $2 donation that says, "Wait, there's blindfolded run incentives haven't been in here yet? Well, gotta see them." So thank you for those awesome donations. And we also had a $5 donation from Anonymous as well. I'm not sure if that one was read or not, but again, thank you all for your donations. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh really quick here. So I think we had another donation pop on in. Yes! What does it say? I'll read it once it loads. SRC is being really crazy. Okay, another $2 donation. It says, "Really want to see that blindfolded Yeti fight in Starkers." Yes, I do too. That would be amazing. So again, thank you for your donations. We are now up to $283. So we are less than sub 20 away from 300. So keep those donations rolled in, guys. Again, this is all for St. Jude and all the research they do to help those awesome kids out there. So if you want to help the kids and we're just going to beat up cancer and help them out, then go ahead and just keep on rolling with that and send in those donations. So thank you very much.
All right, great job on the donations, guys. Keep them coming in. Let's get back to some Naruto action. That was the commercial break, Kappa. All right, next up we're going to be doing... they're going to explain that Asuma has died during that mission. I know, a great character like that is dead. I'm sad now. The actual good character to play as is gone. Okay. I'm over it. I'm over it. So here starts the revenge portion. Better than the fruits commercial yesterday? I don't know, man. That commercial was pretty good. Gave me some nice idea for blends. So now we are Team Shikamaru with Kakashi. We are out to avenge Asuma's death. Okay, so this is gonna be the first and only buy we will do at the store. So we're gonna buy just a decent amount of ointments, and we're good. That is the only shop we're gonna be getting in that throughout the entire run. Time for the painful Shikamaru fights. Ugh. So the same strategy as before, we're going to try to spam this combo over and over again, giving us an option to hopefully skip the assist. And hope that he doesn't block, or do that. Oh, I got a soul hunt too. That's unfortunate. Block. Into a kick. Oh my god. It's pretty poor RNG. It is very common to get beaten up like this, though. This fight's very unforgiving. Nice, we got through it. Nice. So next up is round 2. This should be Kakashi versus Kakuzu. I know better than to do that. Yes, upset Gooby more. In time for the final 2 fights for this chapter. Don't make me donate to English next time you run this, Mike. Dang. Feels bad. $284. Noise. All right, boys. We'll be doing the Shikamaru fight first. And guess what, guys? We have ultimate again. Feels good. Oh, whoa! The 1-frame substitution ultimate. That is something I forgot to explain. So in this game, because, like I said, it's 60 FPS and the substitution's messed up, they have this thing where they could immediately just use ultimate after substitution in the middle of your combo, and there's nothing you can do about it. There is literally nothing I can do to stop that. That is the 1-frame ultimate jutsu by the AI. Alright, so here's the boss fight. This one's kind of interesting, and I'm going to have to focus during the third phase, but for the first phase, it's the same as Sasuke and Kakashi. You just kind of want to spam Rasengan if you can. This one's a little harder to do that with because he just likes to, I guess, do blocks and dodges. And then this grab he's going to keep doing, apparently. Charge up. He's going to the second phase, so we're going to have to charge up as much as we can. Alright, so next up, we're going to go into second phase. Second phase, again, we can try to do Rasengan spam. And melee, you know, it's kind of just RNG how well it's going to work. Now, for those who've played Storm 2 already, this fight is really painful for casual play for the third phase. And I will explain how third phase works while I'm doing it. So we're going to dash right into a combo, get him as close to the wall as we can. We'll charge, Rasengan. We'll charge, Rasengan. We'll charge, go right into the next phase, charge as much as you can before the cutscene triggers. So this is third phase. Third phase, I will be dodging until I can pull him out. Once I pull him out, I'm going to try to loop him so we don't have any other extra phases. So we're going to run up, paper bomb, not basically both paper bombs, but that's not a big deal. We're just going to do this for a bit. Pop the charge up. So he's going to do this attack. We're actually going to take this hit because it ends this attack immediately. It's the only one we want to take the hit. Okay, so now he's going to do this. We're going to run to the side, dodge it, run at him, then grab him out. Spam this to him out. So this is how the loop works. I'm going to dash at him, and then immediately start comboing him. And then do this combo in particular. Dash, combo again, forward combo. Dash, forward combo again. Dash, forward combo again. Dash. And then that's the end of the third phase. If you do not loop him, you'll have to deal with those attacks again and just keep doing it until he's dead. Or gets into, like, not dead, until he's, his health barrier. So that's a cool kind of skip you can do in this fight. Yeah, there are runners of this game. Sorry I didn't say that earlier. I had to focus on this fight. Right now, I am the world record holder in this game. For now. Alright guys, I heard you like Sasuke. So you know what? I went ahead and pre-ordered the Sasuke expansion. So now we're going to get to play as Sasuke for a little bit. I know Ninja Walking Simulator is so much fun. We had to go the emo boy route and get the emo boy. Aren't you guys so excited? Oh well, that missed for both of us. Oops, we killed Orochimaru. Whoopsie daisy. Now the time that everybody's been waiting for. Walking with Sasuke Simulator.
Eek.
It's our good boy Suigetsu. It's Water Boy. Every good team needs a Water Boy. Oh. I'm gonna miss. That wasn't too bad. Da, 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 da. We gained a Water Boy. Cloud looks a little different. Yeah, I think he dyed his hair white. Got a new outfit. Huh. It's got to be the shirt. So Cloud used to wear, like a full black outfit. Now he's wearing purple. For those who don't know, this marathon right now has some shirts that you can buy that have the Speedfist logo on them. And a backpack type deal. Feels bad, man. So this is a Sasuke clone. It's kind of annoying because he's very prone to just dodge or block for some reason. There's not really much I can do about it. Like, it's kind of painful, but we'll do what we can. Oh, that was perfect for him. Ooh, not a very good Sasuke clown. That was not very good, but whatever, we'll take it. Yeah, this fight can be kind of annoying. It can be very kind of painful when you have bad RNG like that. It's gonna force us to use an ointment in the next battle. For those doing the donations, you can read off the new donations if you'd like. It's gonna be a lot of talking for a bit.
Okay, is now a good time?
You're good to go.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to shut off the marathon so I don't get the double echo. But yeah, just to let you guys know, if you were to donate up to $15 or more, you'll actually be entered to win some awesome prizes in the marathon. So that's definitely something to be to keep in mind as you're thinking of donating toward this awesome marathon. So we did have 2 more donations that came in. The first comment says, because Majin Buu might decide to try eat us if I don't and Frieza gets his way, too much love. Dragon Ball Z 30th anniversary hype. So that's going to be for Majin, the female Majin for Xenoverse 2 with El Nacho later on. And I actually donated the same thing, so I would be the second $1 donation that says 285 hype. Shoutouts to El Nacho and the entire Dragon Ball speedrunning community. I will run Boost Fury soon. believe it. in
Hell yeah.
bolds. So I thought you'd be excited to hear that. But again, thank you for all your donations, everybody. We are getting very close to 300. So again, very good charity for St. Jude and awesome Speedy Fist marathon again as usual. So let's keep on going with that Naruto action. Believe it.
Alright, so I'm gonna be a little bit more talking, but for a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about Kidding. Kidding is one of the best supports you can get in this game. If you can get them into her like little mist spray, not only does it poison them, but it also lowers their defense and lowers their movement. And the two things we need is the defense and the poison. Like the defense, it's not just a small drop, it's a huge defense down, which our damage will increase quite a bit. So in the next fight, the next two fights, we're gonna try to get Kidding's defense down. That's the big one we want. If we get poison on top of that, it's fine. It's actually really good. But the one we are looking for is the defense down. I wish we could keep Kidding for the rest of the game, but that's just unfortunate. Alright, so here's the actual first dungeon room that's kind of a puzzle. We need to find 2 scrolls to open up the door. The first scroll is in this middle pathway in the only room. What's going to happen here is once we grab the scroll and then leave the room, the camera's going to glitch. It gets stuck behind a wall, and it's going to be that way for a little bit. It's kind of an interesting little glitch here. There's really no purpose whatsoever, so... do this. Camera is now glitched. Bye, Sasuke. Hi, Sasuke. It'll fix itself. It's just a kind of funny little glitch that happens. Does not happen on the PS3 version, though. Now that we have both scrolls, we open up the door. And now we meet up our next member of our group, Jugo. He a little crazy. Just a little though.
俺に
あれ
10あサスケよも
So we're gonna fight Jugo with the cloud. With heating support. We're gonna use it, and we got the poison. I'll still take that. Try for again, what are we gonna get? Defense down, and poison. Jugo is not wanting to respond. Play well with me today. We got no good kidding there, but that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna have to use an ointment on Sasuke because of the Sasuke clone. Kind of tore us up there. Ooh. Full comboed, man. It's gonna be one of these Jugos where he's just gonna not play fair. That's fine. Jugo just doesn't want to just work with me today. That's fine. We got through it. It's not a big deal. So now we got our full group of team. We got Jugo, we got Kirin, and we got Suigetsu. The Ino Shikacho is finally complete, apparently. Now we have to fight Deidara with Toby. This fight is kind of annoying because Toby is a painful assist and Deidara is the third worst character to deal with. Art truly, truly is an explosion. Pretty good, Deidara. Toby literally did not interfere once, which I like that. That would be really good RNG. Now it's Deidara fight part 2. Normally I get ointment for this one because I get beaten up by Toby, but this one is kind of odd. We're going to be spamming fireball as much as we can. Paper bomb, paper bomb. Okay, last one. That still hit, but... Okay, block that one. And that is the second Deidara fight. If you try to fight up close, he just kind of punches you and knocks you around. Also, Bone, there you go, an S rank. It's really hard to get an S rank on that. Where you at, Bone?
どうしたいや、許す。さおま、しかな、
それでまさ
だらおろとり
どうした
いや
夢
いやで、よし。
Alright, now we have Hibiki, or Hibi, well I can't remember how you pronounce it. We have a different Sasuke. This Sasuke actually does not have an ultimate. So we lost our ultimate, and we also got an upgraded Fireball, which is worthless. Fireball is pretty much worthless except for that one Deidara fight. So for the rest of these, we're just going to be comboing. The ultimate looks really cool for this one, but it's just, it doesn't, we don't have it till, never actually, we don't get it at all for this transformation. Okay, so here we got an Itachi. Same strategy as before. We try not to let him have anything, because he will tear us up if we do. Like that. Welcome to Itachi, he's quite a pain. That was not very good, Itachi 1. No, Itachi 2, I mean. He kept substituting more than I wanted him to. Sometimes you just have no control over if they substitute or not, you just gotta let it happen. So we're gonna have to use an ointment before the next Sasuke fight. This is why we buy those upgraded ointments, so we don't get the best healing we can at the time. There is another one that's better than this, but by the time you actually have it, there's no point. Or you can buy it, I mean. So next up, we're gonna have Suigetsu versus Kisame with a Kirin support. So let's hope for that defense down and a good RNG. No defense down, but we get the poison, so it's not too bad. Use Jugo to get us out of that combo. That fight wasn't too bad. We didn't get the defense down, but that's fine. We did get the poison stack, so that was not bad. Alright boys, who's ready for Itachi versus Sasuke again? So we do need to heal up for this. That should be enough. Because I will be taking some hits on purpose. In the second phase. The first phase is going to be just luck. So the same strategy for first phase, don't give Itachi nothing. Take him down every time he gets up. Do not let him have a chance to do anything. You will regret it if he has any chance to fight back. Next is the second phase. We came out of that really well. That was really good RNG. One substitution is really good. Time for second phase.
これが俺の切り札サローだ
So immediately dash. Take that one hit. Dodge. Dash again. Well, we're gonna break his shield. Do a few combos in. Get ready to dodge. We're gonna skip this one. This command. Because we can get a bunch of free combos in. Watch out. A side dash. Not much I can do about that one. That was unfortunate. That was the one he chose. Break the shield. 1, 2, then a dagger. He still got me. That's unfortunate. And then the last hit. And a quick fireball for bonus damage. Dodge all the way. Charge back up. This one's actually pretty painful because I'm going to take that hit. And this one's going to miss. I'm going to do a fireball. And run back in. Take this hit. One more hit, and then in. Should be the end. Oh, it's not. Oh, shit. Ah, I did a combo instead of doing fireball. Now that's unfortunate for me. I missed the fireball at the end. Oh well. It's only a little time different loss there. So now I just hold back and watch Sasuke walk backwards. The next phase will trigger once I walk into a loading zone for the next part.
諦めろ。お前の負けだ。
黙れ。くそ、どうすれば。
逃げ場はない。
来るな。
俺の目だ。
Now we just kind of wait here.
お前は俺の光。サスケ、お前は俺が。
And that's the end of the Sasuke arc. Now we're gonna be playing as your boy Jiraiya.
Yo, ah, yoro. To,
な、
あ、
あ、
あの、
かなる。ああ。
じゃあの、砂で。ね、ま。
So Jiraiya's kind of a bad, not really good character in this game because they made him extremely slow for some reason. Luckily, there's like 3 fights for this for Jiraiya, so it's not that bad. Ooh, block into grab. Unfortunate for me. Flashback combat, obviously. Best type of combat. Oh, had to stretch for a second. So I got a question for you guys. What's the best way to sneak into enemy territory?
Cool.
The answer is turning into a frog. No one expects the frogs. We've entered enemy territory. Good job, frog skills. Hey, thanks, Geki. So far, the run's been pretty decent. Alright, boys and girls. I gotta act casual. We can't be suspicious in any way. Just some old guy running through a storage house, wearing a completely different outfit than everybody else. Nothing suspicious here. La 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 la. No one see me. I'm not doing anything wrong. What's up, Magic gamers? Magic. What's your names? Welcome to the fighting game marathon. Speedyfists. My bad. This is a charity marathon. So Conan can be a pain. Not really much I can do if she decides to just block everything. So we're just gonna see what we get away with. Ooh. Good ultimate there. That was another one frame ultimate that I can't do anything about. She's gonna block this. She always does. Go for the Rasengan here. Yes, I am one of the what you so-called weebs. I have no chakra for substitute, so I'm gonna take that hit. Nice. That Conan could have been a lot better, but I've seen much worse, so I'll take it. Hey Gooby, you still here? Favorite anime? Gurren Lagann. He left minutes ago? Okay, fair enough. Favorite character from Naruto, Tenten.
痛みは世界を成長させる。言ってもわからんなら容赦せんぞ。これはどうだ。何をしようと無駄だ。残り追ってはいかんな。
So we're gonna take this hit. We're actually gonna ignore this command because it's faster just to take the hit. So now the AI has a hard time to figure out because normally the AI doesn't have to go this long, so it's gonna kind of do its own thing. We're purposely trying to hit it from the side because it doesn't have guard. It doesn't guard from there. Oh my god, super unlucky with this one. So if you hit from the side, you ignore guard. Damn it, I am just getting really beaten up on this one. Yeah, this has just been a very bad Pain 2. Pain 1, I mean. Also got the chip damage instead of the full damage. I lost a lot of time there because it was a really poor fight. Maybe we can make it up in phase 2. Oh, I missed that. That was my mistake. So this next part's somewhat RNG, but it's really, really difficult to get the non-RNG portion of it. So if I mess up, it just happens. There's not much I can do about it. Let's hope they move in the right position I need them to. Almost. Yeah, I didn't get it. I was close. I was a little too soon though on the water. That was unfortunate. I need to get them all lined up real quick. There, this will do it. Nope, I hit the wrong button. My bad. Gotta do it again. It's like this is kind of just very RNG related. Because sometimes they won't group up like you want them to. Nope. That won't do. Camera also does not help you here either. Nope. Nope, I was too slow. Really? I'm not getting good luck in this split at all. Well, no world record this run, unfortunately. I can tell you right now, this RNG right here is not good. No, oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, get up, now do it. Good, that should work. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, this part is kind of RNG if you get good luck or not. Unfortunately, that they never got in position, and I always won to survive somehow. So we have to actually just wait until they hit bring me down and help barrier.
それでは俺はやれん。
くそ、立ってられん。いかん、目がかすんできやがった。
よくここまで粘った。褒めてやろう。だが
くそ、気が遠くなる。わしは死ぬか。わしは
まっすぐ自分の言葉は曲げねえ。俺はほかげになるまで絶対死なねえからよ。
ナルト。
賢いってのはそういうことなら俺は一生バカでいい。
そうだった。ナルトよ、お前はどんな時も諦めなかった。ならば死であるわしが、お前の死であるわしが諦めるわけにはいかんの。
しぶといな。もう諦める。
わしが諦めるの。諦めろ。
Alright, boys, we need to hit a F in chat for respect for Jiraiya. Reap Jiraiya. Feels bad. Sadly, I think that fight might have prevented us from trying to get world record on the marathon. Feels bad, man, but not much you can do about that one. That one's pretty RNG related. If you missed the first cycle, then I missed it just barely. I moved a little too soon. Then it just becomes RNG afterwards. Alright. Next up is kind of like a minigame thing where we're going to have to talk to a bunch of people, which I'm not going to do, to find out what are the keywords that we need to pass a ninja so we can meet our mystery guest. So this is where the game gets starting to get hard, and like I can't really do too much about it. So this fight's not really hard, but everything after this starts to get really difficult. We're gonna have to change up the strategy from forward punch special. So that Jiraiya fight is a run killer, and 2 fights that are gonna come up soon are also run killers. Anything in this past, like this late game, can easily kill a run. And this was our secret guest, Gaara. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the marathon. So, right now we got Kakashi, we gotta go to the Hokage's mansion. So we're on our way.
Mm. それに、誰そこのじいちゃんガエル。
ジライア。
えで、
どこ
は何
So I heard you guys like the ninja walking simulator. Well, now we get to play depressed ninja walking simulator.
なんば
よせな五代
エロせエロクソ
なさ
すみあ
はいお前はい
Please share. I'm hungry. Please share some of that ramen. I am quite hungry.
俺行こ
So now we're gonna just take our little sad walk of, you know, of depression because Jiraiya's dead and Walking Simulator needed some kind of plot. So now we have sad walk with sad music. You'll make me some if I submit. Law. What, submit this? Or something else? Dang, trying to bribe me with food, I see. Why not both? Because when it comes to marathons, I only do one run per marathon. That's just how it is, man. Focus on one game, not multiple. That's how I deal with things.
Yo, Naruto. Nin, hisashi.
And then Naruto says he doesn't want ramen, so he's really sad. Not much we can do here. Just gotta keep walking. Alright, guys. We are done with the slow walk. We had our moment to think and relax and, you know, have a slow run. It's fine. Now we go back to speed. We gotta go fast, remember? I forgot about that. That's why we were walking so slow. Next up are the two hardest fights in my opinion, because the game has it's not hard on PS3 because you can substitute properly, but in the PC port in particular, it's really difficult because the whole fight was based around practicing or getting used to your substitution, because the AI uses it a lot. But since the PC 60 FPS problem makes substitution almost impossible, it's gonna make these two fights really hard. And these two fights are where I usually lose my run.
Yeah. Oi. What?
So I'm gonna see if I can try to get us through this without a death. If I can get these through without a death and they're pretty solid runs, we might be back on pace for world record again. But it might be tough. Because like in my world record run, I died on this particular next fight. Alright, now we are going to the land of frogs.
な時間俺は
来い。ま、
はうんね
わ、いや。
All right, boys. Wish me luck. This is one of the one to me the final boss technical fight. Block. I went for a grab. Damn it. He's gonna block this. Nope, he didn't. Good. I blocked it, and he's gonna go right into a grab like he always does. Damn it. Damn it. No! Damn it. Priorities. Every time. Don't substitute, don't substitute, don't substitute. Hey! Jesus, that was close. But yeah, y'all can see how this fight in particular can be really rough. This next one is just as hard.
まだまだ
Oh, that's one of them down.
Pain.
じゅ、
ええ、そう。だ、
あ、さて。じゃ、
わか。
いや、これ。
さあ
うん、なる。
それ
じゃ、それ。
シーズンうんせん自然おし
Alright, time for the next hard one. Alright, boys, let's do this.
Sa? Na? Ah, it's minimum.
Oh, the first frame special right off the back. That's very unfortunate for me. Oh, that is just, that's cruel. Nice, so we got through them both. That's good. Oh, now the rest of the game is pretty. It's going to be a lot harder. At least the other fights will have some leniency. These two are just ruthless because of the problem with substitution.
それが俺の人道だ。
これで。あ、いえ。うん。
So now we have to head back to the Leaf Village. No, I can die on all of these fights from now on. For the rest of the run. So I gotta kind of focus on them. Because they're Pain, which is the #1 hardest enemy to deal with in this game. Okay, so he's gonna start with that. So you want to treat Pain just like you treat Itachi. You don't want to give him anything. So Pain does leave himself open for the Mangyo Sharingan. As soon as he does Almighty Push, you can immediately get one off if you have the chakra for it. But you have to be fast. That's part 1. I'm gonna go into part 2 without the heal. I'm gonna try to take the risk, boys. Nice. That was almost clean. Luckily for this fight, we have Ino for a good get-out-of-combo thing. The second part's not hard. That was really clean. Oof. So now we're going to do the Kiba fight. Shino and Hinata are actually quite useful in this one. We want to use Shino's bugs to distract him so we get ultimate, but it didn't work, so. Just push him off. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, she canceled it. Damn, that's unfortunate too. Ah, she blocked that. But I did have the support, the assist support, so that's cool. Could have been a much cleaner fight, but that's fine. Yeah, like for this fight, there's a lot of setups you can do. You can use Hinata's like rotation to lock her down for your ultimate. You can use Shino to pretty much lock her down for your ultimate. There's a lot of like ultimate opportunities you have for this fight, for that fight.
Yes.
Next up is Tsunade. So this fight's kind of rough because Tsunade's ultimate is not that good. If it has like a very short range and it's very bad, but if you hit it, it does good damage. So I might hit it if I get an opportunity, but if I don't, it's no big deal. Shino, Shikamaru. Nope, I didn't get it. Now I got punished for trying. That fight was a little scary, but we got through it. That's all that matters. Someone came in my room and kind of distracted me for a second, so I was scared that we might die there, but we're good. Alright, time for the last fight in the run. This one's kind of long, so hang in there with me. Also, another very difficult fight because of substitution issue. Also, Sage Mode Naruto is bad. He handles very poorly as a character, just while you're playing him. Competitively, he's actually pretty good, but in these things, he's awful. Oh my god, I'm getting really bad RNG here. Come on! There's actually, I might die here. I got really bad RNG. Yep. That is the worst RNG you can actually get in that fight. Jesus Christ, this is this is some of the worst pains I've had in forever. This is why Pain is awful. And they give you one of the worst characters to play as for this fight. That's unfortunate. This run was actually pretty decent up till now. I was trying to still save it for world record, but this is impossible at this point. Pain just doesn't want to cooperate, and there's not much I can do about it. Yep. Another thing bad about this character is I have attacks that just can straight up whiff, and I can't do shit about it. Come on. my god, stop dodging the one attack I want you to hit. It's the only one that does fucking damage. Jesus fucking Christ, this is gonna keep happening now. Oh.
これで終わらせる。
This is one of these fights where you do reduce damage except for your ult turn, your end turn. Finally. I'm actually extremely upset about that because that is like, there's nothing I can do about this. Like, I can spam substitution all I want, it's not gonna do it. So when he substitute right with my only damage, it just really screws me over. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to see if I can finish it now. I tried for it. I tried for the world record during marathon, but luck was not on my side, sadly. Alright, second phase. Let's just focus on this. It's gonna bother me for the rest of the day. Alright, second phase. We get back our health. And... warning now! It's about to get very loud. Yeah, for some reason in this game, they made him have that kind of sound effect, and I don't know why. On the PS3, you can actually loot this, but I think they patched it for the PC port. Or you can skip Meteor with this. So now we're about to go into Meteor phase. no point of hitting him now. His barrier. We're just gonna run around the arena.
そろそろしまいにしよう。
This is meteor phase, where he's just gonna giant rocks and make them fall like meteors. Meteor phase is over.
力を使いすぎこのままでは力を使いすぎだ
Okay, we're going into the third phase. There are 4 phases to this fight. So we're still in Sage mode, and now we're fighting against an Awakened Pain. Funny enough, this one is actually a lot easier than the first one. I can still die here though, if I get really unlucky. Alright, now we're going into the 4th phase. For those who are doing the timer will stop once we see our grade for the fight. So now we're actually basic Naruto, which is way better than the other one with Sage mode, funny enough. The last 2 parts of this are actually, like, after the first phase it gets a lot easier, because the pattern is very consistent. It's not RNG like the first one.
もはやお前に万が一はない。諦めろ。
お前こそ。な。俺が諦めろ。諦めろ。
And time. $339.28. I guess for 3 deaths, it's not that bad, but still was pretty awful. Well, that was Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm. You can see how RNG at the end can really just kill you, and I did point that out earlier. But other than that, the run was pretty good. Like, the whole early game to mid game was almost beautiful. And then late game just kind of ruined it for us. But hey, what can you say? It's a part of speedrunning. I'd like to shout out everyone who were watching, everyone who donated during this block, getting as much money as you can for the charity. Shout out to all the DBZ runners and all the Naruto runners. If you need any assistance on this game or any of the DBZ games, don't hesitate to ask. And enjoy the rest of the marathon. Who's after me? Let's see. We have Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Sweet. So enjoy that any %. That'll be fun.